Georgia homeowners are being forced from their homes to help power AI data centers. You know, I'm kind of on and off about data centers personally because I don't know enough to judge whether AI data centers are good or bad. But I heard about this case and it's pretty fucked up.
All right, imagine waking up one day and being
God.
told the home your family has lived in for years is going to be demolished to help power the AI boom, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. That is what is happening to some homeowners
They
in
should
Georgia.
get a nice
They've been
lump
given
sum
an ultimatum: sell your home
royalty
before the state
for
will
that
take it.
AI data center.
Utility giant Georgia Power is planning to build a new transmission line so it can handle new data centers. Skylar Henry has more from a county just outside Atlanta.
I'm a single mom. I work.
How do you put a price on a home you never intended to sell? One filled with more than 2 decades of memories.
I think I was 5 or 6 when this was built.
The treehouse where you grew up playing pretend. The yard where you buried your pets.
Oh.
The greenhouse that fed your family.
When you talk about what being on this property means to you,
Yeah.
right? It's y'all's.
It's ours. It's ours. It's my mom's. It's mine. It's my daughter's. It's our family. We belong here.
But Ansley Brown's childhood home likely won't be here much longer. That's because the state's largest utility, Georgia Power, says it needs the area to make way for a 35-mile-long transmission line.
Could they just built around it? That's what they do. They just built around it. It's not that hard. You just, you know where the house is. You just built a fucking utility pole, like, slowly edge off, and then, you go around the house, and then you slowly edge your way back to the center. Like, do you really need to boot a family's home out just like that? And also, could you really do that? I thought this was America. This ain't China where they could just boot you out of your own home and to build some kind of infrastructure. And this is not like a government infrastructure. It's like a private business infrastructure.
Georgia Power has been here for as long as Ansley's mother has owned this property. It's just beyond the tree line. Now, with the expansion of this latest project, they're looking to take the 2.5 acres the house sits on.
Georgia Power says increasing demand from homes, businesses, and data centers has outpaced the capacity of its existing grid. And building a new transmission line requires acquiring more than 300 parcels of land, including residential properties.
What did your mom tell you she wanted for?
Yeah, I heard about them being able to do this, though. Something I just didn't actually hear of an actual case where they took someone's home.
This property to be
Generational wealth. So I have a young daughter. This home is supposed to go to her. True generational
She has
wealth
a daughter?
was the idea. And now it's being
How
stripped
old
from
is her?
us.
Or is she?
Georgia Power estimates 70 to 80% of the power on this new line is
God
expected to help
damn.
serve data centers. Being built
70%.
in part to support the growing demands of artificial intelligence. It says the remaining 20 to 30% of power will serve the state's growing residential and commercial demand.
Dude, I thought these data centers are for the people, but it looks like it's for businesses.
All power generation starts somewhere.
Holly Lovett is a Georgia Power spokesperson.
We take into factor our customers, first and foremost. They are at the center of our business and the core of what we do. We want them to be able to have their daily lives. And we take that seriously. It is something needed for survival. And we empathize with these community members who are seeing this growth.
Georgia Power told us that they feel as if they've done this process responsibly.
Nope.
What would you say to that?
I disagree. You can't tear down 35 miles of rural Georgia and it not hurt something or somebody. And to say that you're doing it in the name of data centers is a slap in the face to us, our community, our animals.
Brown's mother recently came to an agreement with Georgia Power to sell. Brown says if she didn't, the utility could have sought to acquire her property through eminent
domain. Government authorized taking of private property. That's crazy because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be used for private businesses. I'm pretty positive that these data AI centers will barely serve the public. Barely. Property owners must receive compensation, which is usually a unfair compensation, let's be real. Used for projects deemed to serve a public purpose. Doubt it. it's going to be used to serve the purpose of a private company to make more money.
And domain, a legal process that
so I see, let me see, 1, 2, I see
allows private
all
property to
bullshit
be taken
statement.
with compensation for projects determined as
very meager. I'm pretty sure it's very meager
always, a
for compensation.
For us, and it's something we never want to do.
To us, it's theft. It's literally $1 billion company stealing land from smaller people who can't fight back. We don't have the money to fight Georgia Power.
So that's why a few months ago, Ansley took her story to TikTok.
My childhood home is being taken by Georgia Power.
Her videos went viral, and she began sharing stories of others in similar situations, like Cynthia Van Epps.
What is it taking from her? Look behind me. It's taking this entire backyard, the pool and everything.
Oh yeah, I have heard that it fucks up the water. I feel like for data center owners, they have to drink the water. One of the requirements to open your own data center, you have to drink all your water from the same water source that your data center is using. I feel like that should be a pretty fair requirement. And I do think that, yeah, I think like this is the beta stage of data center, but I'm pretty sure in the future there's going to be more regulations around it. There has to be more regulations, because this is like the beta phase of data centers right now. It's still in its infant stage. It's not like it's gonna be like this forever, where they could just spawn a data center and fuck a bunch of people over. I could imagine like if they keep fucking people over like this, you're gonna have extremists like that guy that burned down the whole warehouse of toilet paper or something.
We don't want to move. That's the bottom line.
Van Epps and her husband raised 4 kids here.
18 years, a lot of memories here.
Our 2 youngest, who are 16 and 17, are, this is the house they've
they're
known.
Beautiful,
this is
beautiful
the only
girls.
house that they've known.
If Van Epps doesn't sell Georgia Power her property, she says the utility can obtain an easement across a chunk of her backyard, which would require removing the pool, and would leave the transmission line just feet from her home.
One of their trucks could pull up right outside our bedroom door, 12 feet from our bedroom door, and there's absolutely nothing we could do about it.
What do you say to someone who will push back on any sort of offer that's out there and say, well, a price tag can't replace memories?
Oh gosh, it almost makes me emotional, because I have those memories in like my house, and I get how deeply personal people's homes are. I would just say that we see you and we hear you, and we want this process to be respectful and transparent.
Guys, we see you. We know you're suffering. We absolutely do. But the money is just too good. We don't care about your well-being. Fucking dumbasses. You think my empathy is gonna stop me from making more money? You little retards. Fuck yourself. I'm gonna be rich. Do I feel sorry for you? Yeah, I do. But I will feel more sorry for myself if I miss out on this business opportunity. Woo!
And that is going to ultimately benefit you. We want that.
Van Epps and Brown don't buy that. And while they both know it's likely too late to save their homes, they don't want to see this happen to anyone.
My mom wants an apology. She wants an apology from Georgia Power. That's it.
Okay.
And it's because of how she feels as if she's been treated.
Yeah. I mean, for an entire year, they have bullied her. And there is no sorry. They even told us they don't pay for pain and suffering. So that's what we want. We want an apology from Georgia Power.
You're not getting it.
We want them to say, hey, we're sorry.
They're gonna AI generate you an apology. If that makes you feel better.
If the utility company is willing to apologize, Georgia Power told us they have worked hard to be transparent, negotiate in good faith, and make this process as easy as possible. As for the data centers and who is behind them, Georgia Power told us it doesn't publish lists of customers to protect safety and security. Guys, this is obviously a big story. It's one of those things that we've talked about for months now. These data centers, communities, obviously not in my backyard. But I think the real crux of this argument here is, what do you say to people who've owned these properties for 20, 30 years? And it's like, you gotta go.
And you feel the emotion. It's interesting to me that Georgia Power says we've tried to make this process as easy as possible. Their definition of easy as possible is very different from what these families
the forceful way, you know,
it's so
quick
hard
and
to believe
painless.
There's nothing they can do. Nothing.
Give us your house
the reality
fast,
is that you're looking at this is
so we can get this shit done.
Because you're going to need over the next 20 years, 10 to 20 years, 10 to 15% more power than is being generated right now in the United States. That's probably 100 nuclear reactors if you have to generate 110 gigawatts.
How do you
I don't know about that.
Truly, it is so tough.
Skylar, we thank you.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure like this is just the early stage where there's not much regulations. However, I can imagine people taking this to the extreme where they just go like, fuck it, fuck these data centers, and then they're just gonna go and light these data centers on fire. Like if you keep fucking people over like this, it will embolden people, it will extreme them, it will turn them into psychopath terrorists, right? You're gonna have the next Attila the Hun or Genghis Khan or Hitler if you keep just screwing people over, like innocent people. And don't forget, right, Genghis Khan or like these like super major powerful leaders, they were all like a bunch of nobodies. I think Genghis Khan was like a farmer, right? And Hitler was a painter before they became like these big ass figures, right? You just screw over some people that were just, you know, like growing plants in their backyard and living off of that shit, living off the fat of the land, and now you still take something from them, you're gonna embolden them and turn them into psychopaths. So they're gonna have to start like laying out these regulations as soon as possible, or else you're gonna have some extremists running America in the future.